empowering you to live a life fully charged. This is 7,000 Volts, Living an Electrified Life with L.J. Tucker.
Welcome back to another episode of 7,000 Volts, Living an Electrified Life. In that electrified life we are living. It is a beautiful day, and I am grateful to be here, to have an opportunity to share the wisdom that God has bestowed upon me. Jumpstart your mind from mediocre thinking to 7,000 volts. Before your life changes, your thinking has to be interrupted, challenged, and re-energized. Some people don't have a motivation problem. We have a dead battery in our mind. And until we jumpstart your thinking, your life will continue to stall if you're in a stalling state. Let's get honest. Nobody drifts into greatness, but people do drift into mediocrity every single day. Not because they're lazy, but because they have been programmed. We're programmed by environments, conversations, past failures, and what people has told us that we couldn't do. And after a while, that programming becomes yours, mine, default settings. You start thinking, this is just how life is. I'm doing better than most, so I'm good. At least I'm getting by day. That right there, that's the bare minimum mindset. And the danger of the bare minimum is this: it doesn't feel like failure. It feels like comfort. It's like being lowered into that comfort zone by just repeated actions. So let me paint the picture. You walk out to your car. You turn the key. Nothing. Silence. You hear that? That's what we hear sometimes when you walk out the car. Apparently, something's dead within the car. Now, here's what most people don't do. They don't abandon their car. They don't say, well, I guess it's over. Nope. They grab jumper cables, or for me, I'm going to grab a jump box, and they find a new source. They connect. They transfer energy. And suddenly, what was dead starts moving again. Now let's bring this home. That's your mind. So you aren't stuck because you lack ability. You're stuck because your mental battery is drained. And when I say drained, you have soccer practice with the kids, baseball with the kids, gymnastics. Your boss wants you to work extra hours. Your church needs an extra volunteer. And so you're drained. You're drained by doubt. You're drained by routine. You're drained by playing small. And here's the key. You can't wait to feel ready. You got to go get your that jumpstart. You know, God gave me 7,000 volts when I told him I needed a jumpstart. And he literally gave me the financial jumpstart I need, but he gave it through the 7,000 volts. You've got to jumpstart yourself any way that you can. Here's where it gets real. When your mind has been programmed to be mediocre, it will resist growth. So what do you have to do? You got to trick it. Just like you trick that battery with the jumper cables or the jump box. That means speaking things that you don't fully believe yet. Writing down your goals that feels unrealistic. Taking action before confidence shows up. You know, some people might just be able to drink a cup of coffee when they feel down in the morning and jumpstart the system to start to work. And we have to do the same exact thing. We have to take that leap of faith because your mind is used to evidence. But transformation requires faith before evidence. You can't sit in front of the fireplace and says, give me fire and then I'll give you wood. I forget where I read that at, but that is the true reality of it. And sometimes that's all it takes is that little spark, that jump start. You say, I'm disciplined even when you feel inconsistent. I'm building something great even when nothing around you proves it. I'm not average, even when your results still look average. That's the jump start. You know, before a football game or basketball game, the guys get in the huddle and they start hyping themselves up. This is my house. We got this. We're going to win. And that game, that first game one of a playoff series, you get the brakes beat off you and you lose the game. Do you tuck your head and run? No. You have to jumpstart your mind. You jumpstart your thinking. You have to be able to compartmentalize what just happened. If a quarterback throws an interception, he has to forget about that interception and jumpstart his mind. Say, hey, I won't make that mistake again. This is called you're introducing a new current in an old system. I talk about this in my book of 7,000 Volts, Living an Electrified Life. So how do we get there, LJ? How do we get there? Well, I'm going to explain this to you. This isn't just motivation. This is spiritual. And scripture says, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. I'm going to say that again. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. You have to renew your mind every day. It can't just be when I feel down and out situation. That means you don't become new by accident. You don't grow by default. You don't level up without intention. Renewing your mind is daily. It's what you listen to, what you speak, what you write, what you allow to stay in your head. You can't think like yesterday and expect a different tomorrow. Somebody asked me the other day when I'm going to raise my tree prices because gas prices, they seem to they're getting pretty high. And my response to him is the same that I'm going to respond today, and I'm not. He said, what do you mean? I said, I just got to do a little bit more work. Because my faith is not in the price of gas, in the price of grocery. It's a mindset. See, once you let that noise inside of your mindset, it changes your whole outlook on life. It changes your faith, and it changes the next steps that you do in your life. Back to the car. When you jump start it, the alternator takes it over. Now the system is producing its own power. That's what happens when you stay consistent. Discipline replaces motivation. Belief replaces doubt. Movement replaces hesitation. But here's the warning. If you don't replace the battery, if you don't fully commit to renewing your mind, you're going to shut down again. And when you shut down again, you're going to go out to that car to start it up. You got an appointment meeting. You got to be somewhere at a certain time. And you're going to turn that ignition key again. Bam, silence. Let's talk about the bare minimum. Show up late, but at least you came. There's just enough, but never improves. Saves constable what never grows. And society claps for it. But growth demands more. You will never build an extraordinary life with the average habits and minimum effort. It's funny, my daughters, they have this saying, I think they got it from a TV show. I'm going to see if I get it right. It says, we see you, we hear you, we clap you. And it's so profound when they say they have me laughing all over the place when they say this, because it's people wants to be seen. We want to be heard. We want people to clap for us. And that is superficial. You have to be able to clap for yourself. You have to be able to hear yourself. You have to be able to see yourself. You have to be able to utilize that faith that God has given you so you can move forward and change to an electrified life that guy LJ's talking about. You've got something inside you. Call it purpose. Call it drive. Call it what I call it. 7,000 volts. But voltage without connection does nothing. You got to activate it. Today I want you to do 3 things. Write down one goal that scares you. Speak one truth you haven't believed yet. Take one action your old mindset would avoid. That's your jumpstart. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Have an electrified day.
This has been 7,000 Volts, Living an Electrified Life, available on YouTube and your favorite podcast app. If you enjoyed the show, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. For more information, visit us on the web at ljtucker.com. Remember, stay electrified.